So medyo bittersweet yung nangyari kamakailan dito sa patimpalak ni Samantha Panlilio. And I think that lahat tayo nararamdaman yung dismaya, pagkadismaya because kakaiba yung feeling na ibinigay mong lahat and yet it was not recognized by the organization. And nararamdaman ko yung karamihan ng sentimiento ng mga pageant fans, Filipino pageant fans ngayon regarding dun sa naging resulta. However, para sa akin hindi naging surprise yung resulta. Hindi naging surprise sa akin na wala si Samantha sa top 20 ng patimpalak. And that is because there is a part of me that is half expecting na hindi siya papapasukin ng may-ari ng pageant simply because I thought na this is so heartbreaking. So I'm like everyone else, I'm speechless with what happened, and I think that there is a part of me that is disappointed, but at the same time, there's a part of me that half expects this to happen. Gusto siguro ng may-ari na mapag-usapan natin yung pageant niya after all of this hulabaloo, na siguro gusto niya na awayin natin yung org and magkaroon ng chaos on social media. And for me, I don't subscribe to that. I don't encourage that at all. I think that ang magandang gawin ngayon is that we celebrate what Samantha did for us in the competition. And I think na sa ngayon, yung hindi pagpasok ni Samantha in the semis, hindi na tayo dapat nagugulat dun because I think we are all aware na we were just strung along in whatever nasty game na ginagawa nung may-ari ng pageant. Wag na rin natin palakin pa yung issue because I think that more than the loss of not making it to the semi-finalist, the bigger thing that I think we all need to celebrate is the fact that nakita natin yung representative natin, nakita natin si Samantha na ibinigay ang lahat ng makakayanan niya, lahat ng efforts in representing the Philippines well. And I think win, lose, or draw, regardless of whatever the end result is, if our candidate is able to give her best, give her all into the competition, mula wardrobe, wala kang makikitang palya sa styling. She gave, very good performances in the prelims. Wala kang makitang maipintas sa pasarela. Wala kang masabi about her, styling, her hair, makeup, because she's always, presented herself impeccably well in the entire competition. She interviews well. She speaks very eloquently, very smart, very charismatic. So it was probably, one of those campaigns na wala tayong makitang pwedeng ipintas. It was not a hindrance, I think, for Samantha na yung height niya is only 5'5" because I think physicality is something that we're blessed with. We have the height or we don't have the height, and it's how we present ourselves, what we do with whatever God-given gifts that we have, kung ano yung ginagawa natin dun sa mga gifts na yon, and how do we use them ultimately, that makes things great or not. And I think that Samantha did her best, and this is the kind of representation na gusto nating makita sa mga candidates natin, and this is the kind of representation that we all are proud of, regardless of what the results are going to be. And I think Samantha deserves the applause, the congratulations, the well wishes, the positive vibes, the positive attitude, and welcome her with open arms, with loving welcome, because she gave us a representation that is worthy of any of the alpha pageants. And yun yung pwede nating take away with what Samantha did in the competition. She may not have won the competition, but what matters most is that she earned everybody's respect. Na ngayon, kapag tinitignan mo siya, hindi ka maaawa or hindi ka maiinis na hindi niya ibinigay yung best niya because she gave it all. Kumbaga wala siyang itinira na inireserba niya. And she gave it she gave the competition the kind of representation that magiging proud ka regardless of what happens. Kahit nga na hindi siya napasama sa semis or nakapasok sa first cut, it kind of still feels for me a light feeling na we can welcome her with open arms and we can welcome her proudly because of what she did. I think siguro kung if there is something na pwedeng if I'm going to overthink this situation, siguro hindi rin nagustuhan ni pageant owner na may kahati siya sa attention because we already had 2 international crowns this year under the Binibining Pilipinas organization. Ayaw niya na siguro kumorona ng isa pang Pinay dahil mahahati ang attention ng Pinoy na pageant fans doon sa dalawa pang international queens. And I think, siguro nagdahilan lang din siya na hindi tayo bigyan ng pagkakataon na patunayan ni Samantha yung kaya niyang ibigay para sa organisasyon niya. I don't think that it is a loss for us, but rather a loss for the international organization because they could have had a very well-rounded queen with Samantha Panlilio. They could have had the opportunity to have a very strong girl, representing the organization. Had she make it to the top 20, top 10, top 5 of the competition and could possibly have won. I think we all should celebrate the fact that Samantha had a very well-rounded campaign, had a very strong campaign na wala kang makitang kapintasan, wala kang makitang may mali siyang ginawa. I think it's just that the org probably was moving at a different direction or they were looking for something else in the competition. So I think in the end, it's their loss, not ours, because ang mga binibining Pilipinas queens natin this year are all of high caliber material. They're all made out of high quality material. So if there is a light at the end of the tunnel here is that now we see the kind of representation that we all want our reps to give, the kind of campaign that we all want our reps to master for their international competitions, because nakita natin na ngayon that yung well-rounded, well-crafted na campaign is very essential in representing the Philippines. And we've seen that in, the 3 of our binibining Pilipinas queens. And no matter what happens, no matter what the results are, ultimately, uuwi si Samantha na panalo ang pakiramdam because we all felt that she gave, the best representation of the Philippines that she could have. So I think we should all, give a round of applause to Samantha for really, elevating the pageant competition, the way that she, handled the pageant competition. We should need to, to give her a warm, hugs and accolades and yung pakiramdam na you did your best and taas noo kaming mga Pinoy sa nagawa mo doon sa mismong competition. So there's nothing for us to be ashamed of because I think the Filipino fans can hold our heads high because Samantha did, the best in her abilities, crafted a very well thought out, well executed campaign, and at the same time, she gave the international crowd a glimpse of what a Filipina queen can offer. So that's it for this video. I just wanted, to lift up yung spirits ng mga Pinoy who feel na medyo lugmok ngayon ang pakiramdam. I think that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, that at the end of the day, it's not a loss for us, but rather, uuwi pa rin si Samantha na panalo sa puso natin. And that's the most important thing.